Hey, Rob, you like card tricks, don't you?
Yes.
All right, let's do a card trick together, all right?
Okay. I'm going to use this mat because the cards show up really well on it.
What I'd like you to do, first of all, is mix up this deck of cards and make sure that they're in no prearranged order until you're happy that they're mixed and they're totally random. You can shuffle them, cut them, or whatever you like. Okay, in the meantime, I'm going to take out one of my business cards here that we're going to do something with in just a second. Okay, you're pretty good at that.
Almost.
Almost, pretty good. All right, everybody see that they're well mixed?
Yeah.
Okay? All right, let's see what happens here. I'm going to make a prediction. Let me just concentrate here. Two cards. Two cards are talking to me. I'm going to write them right here on the back. I don't know. I could be off base here. You shuffle the deck. We're happy with that, all right? Here's what I'd like you to do. Take my card. Don't turn it over. But as I run through the cards, I want you to insert it anywhere in the pack that you like between any two cards, okay?
All right.
Go ahead, anywhere you like. If you want to go up here, I'll spread them there. It's up to you. Totally
there.
random.
Up there.
Okay, but only put it in halfway. Leave it jutting out half the deck. Okay.
Okay.
That's where it goes, right? Okay. I told you I wrote something on the back of the card.
Yes.
I kind of intimated they were two cards, all right?
Right.
All right. I'm now going to let you see what two cards I wrote on the back of the card. There's where you put it, 5 of hearts and 5 of spades, okay? I'm going to spread the deck exactly there. I want you to remove my card, my business card, and the two cards on either side of the business card.
Okay.
Great. I wrote two cards there. If you would, turn over the two cards that were on either side where you inserted.
No way.
5 of hearts.
Oh my gosh!
How did you do that?
I have no idea.
Here's another great trick using a business card, and a terrific way to get your card into somebody's hands in a magical fashion. You have to, of course, have a deck of cards with you as well, and you say, this is a trick using two cards. I've got one of them as my business card, and there's 52 more in here that look a little different. We're going to try something. First, what I'd like you to do, is, if you would, Tiffany, is just to shuffle up the cards, make sure they're in no prearranged order. Once that's done, there's one thing that you do now that's very important. You say, under the guise of saying how well shuffled they are, you're actually looking at two cards. So you say, boy, you really shuffled those well. And if there's other people see how, you know, this is a well-shuffled deck, you look at two cards. The bottom card, the 10 of diamonds, and the 2 of spades. And those are the cards that you're going to write on the business card as your prediction. You just do it, again, under the pretense of showing how well shuffled they are. So you quickly glimpse them, 10 of diamonds, 2 of spades, and you say, you know what, Tiffany, I'm going to make a prediction. And you take the pen and say, just don't mention that they're cards. I might have done that in the performance. And if I did, it's okay, but it's better to leave them wondering what it is. So you just say, I'm just going to make a prediction about something I think is going to happen. And you write, I'm writing 10D and 2S, and that stands for 10 of diamonds and 2 of spades. It's the easiest way to write it without taking a long time. Say, okay, there's my prediction. I've written on the back of my card, but I don't want you to see what I've written yet, although I will put it right over here by you. What I'd like you to do is, you shuffled this deck, right?
Yes.
Of course, you want to remind them of that all the time. All that good stuff helps make that seem even harder. Say, I want you, anywhere as I go through here, at any place in your shuffled deck, put my card in between any two cards.
Okay.
Now, make sure you tell them, don't turn the card over. I don't want you to see what I wrote, so they don't flip it over and see something at that point. You say, now that's a free choice. Do you want to change your mind, or are you happy with the mind you have?
No, I'm good.
Oh, okay, great. All right, little joke in there. Now, you say, leave it sticking out halfway. If they don't do that, say just leave it sticking out halfway, and then you just carefully close up the deck so that there's no suspicion that you've moved that position. Now you say, all right, your card is there between two cards. I didn't influence you in any way. I've written something on the back of that card. You don't know what it is yet. I'm actually filling a little time here because it's kind of silly to have them put it in, and then you close it up, and then you immediately start spreading it again. So you want to, you could do it that way, but then they say, why don't you even close the deck? And then it sort of signals something's fishy here. So you close up the deck and you say, now, I told you I wrote something there. You don't know what it is. We're going to let you see now exactly what it is. And now you can spread the cards again, because you're actually going to change the position of her card, and it's such a subtle way that they somehow just don't notice it. Remember, the 10 of diamonds and the 2 of spades are the top and bottom cards. That card has got to get between those two cards. Right now it's between two other cards we don't even know or care. Watch how I do this. Say, okay, look, you don't know what's on the back of that card, but I'm going to show you right now. And you deal off all the cards above, and you hold their card right there, and you separate the deck, and you say, look, I've written the names of 2 cards on there, and you simply flip your hand over and set it right down on the top card of the deck. You say, there is 2 cards right there, and then you reassemble the pack, putting the 10 of diamonds directly on top of the card. It's now put between what are the top and bottom cards of the deck. And you resquare the deck instantly and set it on the table. You're ready for the finish. Now at this point, you can either spread the cards, or you can invite the person. I want you to spread those cards on the table.
Okay.
Tiffany, if you would just kind of spread them open like that so we can see the position of your card. And now what I'd like you to do is to move my business card out of the deck, but also take the 2 cards on either side of it where you place the card. Now I say where you place the card because it psychologically stresses and reminds her that she made that choice. Great. I've said 10 of diamonds and 2 of spades was a prediction. Why don't you turn those over and see if they have anything to do with this trick? Oh, what do you know? Sure enough, I predicted the 2 cards where you were going to place that in a shuffled deck. And of course, that's the end of the trick. Just practice that flip over move. Only one hand turns, flips over the card, and then that hand reassembles the pack.